it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you my top 3 non-Amazon Amazon related tools. So these are softwares, tools that aren't specifically exclusively made for Amazon, but I use them to help me with my Amazon business. I use them to help me with other Amazon related bits and pieces, as do plenty of other sellers as well. And I just wanted to run through them with you to, introduce you to them, help you find such things. And the great thing is, all of them are free. I say that there are paid versions of it, but you can use them all, I would say, somewhat effectively for free. So the first one I'm going to start off with is the obvious candidate, ChatGPT. I'm struggling to now meet people that aren't using ChatGPT to help them with their business. It is like the AI tool. I have been using ChatGPT since it was fresh, since it was new, and it has come a very long way since then. And I can't really, say anything bad about it. If you are pushing me for, good and bad points, I mean, good points is it's AI and it can help you with so much. It's got so much information to provide. And, even if it's that you want to use it for other things rather than just, information, you can, use it to help you with coding. You can use it to basically you just give it your emails and stuff, like take a couple of screenshots or whatever, and just get it to summarize like those emails and so forth if you can't really be bothered to read through all of it. Sometimes I use it for helping me understand things that I don't quite understand. So like if I've been sent an email, say like by Amazon, for example, and they're telling me something that I don't quite get off the bat, I'll put it through ChatGPT and it'll explain it to me in a way that I understand. It's good for generating images as well, but I would say that there is another tool that I'd rather use for generating images, just because ChatGPT, at least on the free plan, just doesn't seem to be as good anymore for generating images, just because I think a lot of people are using it. At least that's what it tells me anyway, that there's lots of people that are wanting to generate an image, so it will just do it as soon as possible. And sometimes I've been waiting like a whole day for it to do it. So in terms of things like that, this is where it has a bit of like a negative, I would say. So unless you want to be really patient for it generating images, then it's probably not the best tool for that right now. I don't know, that could change. It used to generate images like pretty well, I would say. It's just been in the past like couple of months where it's not really been the case from what I've found personally. But yeah, there's loads of things that I use ChatGPT for. So some examples is like if I want to know a bit more about like suspensions and so forth, I'll ask it. If I want to know a bit more about like how I can create like strong listing titles and things like that, descriptions, I'll run it through ChatGPT. Like there's so many things that I use this for, but just remember though, always take what it says with like the teeniest pinch of salt. A lot of what it says is great, it's fantastic, but at the end of the day, remember that it doesn't quite know 100% everything, particularly if you go like real niche about stuff. So always fact check, always, make sure that you are just going over everything twice, doing a bit of due diligence, just to make sure there's plenty of great articles and so forth out there online that can help back up what's been said and, help you understand what's right, what's wrong. And if you feed that information to ChatGPT and say, hey, look, a lot of this was right, but these things are wrong, you can train it and eventually it'll get better to the point where the mistakes are a lot smaller. So that's ChatGPT. It's one of my favorite things to use. The next tool is Grok AI. So Grok, I basically just use for image stuff. I don't really use it for anything else. Like the chat is okay, but it's the images that I use it for, like editing stuff and generating images and so forth. I use it for logos. I use it for product images. I use it for like creative bits and pieces that I wouldn't necessarily be able to do like off of my own back. So this, if you have seen one of my other videos over on the Buy What Pro channel, I think earlier this week, I was talking about product listing images and I fed it through a picture that I took. This was basically the picture that I took. I mean, these bits are enhanced, but this was ignore those bits. This is basically the original picture I took, and I wanted to give it a bit of a different background, and it gave me this. Obviously, there's still a little bit of work there to do. This is just the first thing that it pumped out, and if we cut out this bit of bottle and maybe the counter, I would say that's pretty cool. So yeah, like for editing, enhancing, generating images, Grok is the one. This is the free version of it, and it's incredibly quick. Hopefully it stays that way. So far so good. I've been using it for a couple of months now, and it's not let me down once in terms of generating images and so forth. So yeah, in terms of that, I would say this beats ChatGPT at this point, and I'm assuming that it will hopefully continue to do so. Last but definitely not least is Canva. This is one of my favorite tools of all time. So I do have the pro version of Canva. That basically buys you things like the background remover and pro images. Just gives you like all areas access, and you can add things to like your brand, for example. So anything that's got like the little crown logo you'll get when you go pro. It doesn't cost very much to have the pro version of the tool. There's obviously monthly and annual plans. Obviously you just choose whichever you want, but pro, I think last time I checked, was like $13 or somewhere around that area, just to have pro monthly. So, you know, we pay however much it is for Netflix now, like nearly that amount, and Netflix, in my opinion, isn't as good as it used to be by a long shot. So, you know, for me, sacrificing a Netflix subscription for something like Canva Pro just makes sense. So yeah, I absolutely love it. It is a great tool to allow me to unleash my creativity when it comes to things like creating thumbnails and so forth. The background remover is one of my favorite bits about it, because it just means that you know, I don't have to learn Photoshop or any of those sorts of things to be able to do simple things like that are really important. So yeah, I create all of my thumbnails and any sort of like creative kind of image that I use in emails and posts and so forth, or for TikTok, YouTube, I will use Canva for that. Again, you can use it for like product listing images. So this is what I demonstrated in my recent Buy What Pro video this week, where this is the original photo that I took, and then, you know, I slightly enhanced the photo just to make it a bit brighter. If I was, say, uploading it on a website, or, you know, if I'm creating my own new listing on Amazon where I just want a plain background, and I can't really do that in real life because I don't have the like studio, like the proper studio to do that, and like the white background and so forth. I don't have that necessarily, so I don't have to worry about that. Canva's sorted me out there, and if I wanted to, you know, like give it a nice font and so forth and make like an actual like listing image which also like advertises and like kind of sells the product to the customer, then I can do that sort of thing as well. So yeah, Canva, 100% recommend. Going pro is so worth it. Anything that you need, like anything creative, Canva's great, especially now that it's got a load of AI tools as well. So like how you can get it to, you can get this to generate images too. I like it for doing that sometimes. I like it for the graphics and the videos as well. And there's lots of different sort of like apps that you can choose from. The little, like, it's not really a store, but kind of like an inventory of like AI apps that can do all manner of cool things that I believe continues to grow. So yeah, Canva has definitely picked up the whole AI thing and really ran with it. So yeah, these tools are all great for kind of different reasons. All really helpful for like the general bits that you need to do, like in your Amazon business. And yeah, if you aren't already using them, I'd heavily recommend that you do so. You can use free versions of all of these, and they're all pretty good. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you soon.